Good morning. It is December 3rd, 2021, and I am all dressed, ready to go on an adventure today. I am in my cabin right now. The ship is docked and we have permission to get off. So I'm going to gather a few things together, eat some breakfast, and then head up to the top of the cruise ship terminal rooftop where I can get a good look at this beautiful ship that I'm living and working on. After that, I'll grab a taxi and head to Victoria Peak, which is a tourist attraction. It is the tallest mountain on Hong Kong Island at an altitude of 552 meters. Usually there's a tram that runs to and from it, but it's under construction, so I may have to come back and do that again. Regardless, I'm so excited to get to the viewpoint and see Hong Kong from the very tip top. Let's go! I've got my Hong Kong money. I've got protein bar, water, my camera to take pictures, and all the paperwork necessary to roam around Hong Kong as well as get off the ship. Adventure time! Oops, I hit the ceiling because it's right there. Let's go! Hello, welcome back to the vlog. If you're new here, my name is Dani. You may not know that I am currently working on board this beautiful Spectrum of the Seas cruise ship behind me as a cruise ship dancer, which is a really cool opportunity, so I'm vlogging the whole experience. So we don't always have the entire day to go explore Hong Kong. Sometimes in the morning, depending on what color of emergency card you have, we have a crew drill, which consists of running our emergency drill operations to make sure that we are familiar with them. But I don't have that today, and also sometimes in the evening we have a muster, which consists of briefing new guests on emergency procedures for if there's an emergency on board. But I also don't have that today, so I have the entire day. I want to utilize all my time and go exploring, and today is a port day, so we're gonna go take a trip into Hong Kong to Victoria Peak. Let's go! In a taxi. The roads are very narrow and very steep. So the taxi dropped me off near the playground, and I'm now walking the rest of the way up to the actual peak area. Usually there's a tram, but it's shut down right now under construction, so I'll have to come back when it's open. I was trying to communicate to the taxi driver to drop me off at the top so I could walk down, but you can only do so much, you know? So we're now walking up. This is really beautiful. There are also some really nice houses up here. The roads getting up here were super narrow. Like, for example, this one, it looks like a walking path, but this is for cars. Very narrow and very steep. Well, this road doesn't go to the peak. It's gated. This is the radio station. Wait a second. I see a bunch of people over there. How do I get over there? I couldn't find any hiking trails. That looks fun, but I wonder how long that's gonna take. There's not really any signs up here on the peak, and it's hard to find someone who speaks English. Like I said, usually you take a tram up, but it's under construction right now. So I'm near the gardens, and I keep picking like random paths to follow. This one led me to another radio tower, except for it also led me to this amazing view. Wow. Check it out. You can actually see our ship out there at the terminal. It's right there on the right. Right there. Hey, Specky. Wow. Insane. So the gallery is just right over there, which it has like a little museum and a restaurant, I think. So I'm gonna try and figure out if there's a walking path to get to there. Bye, Specky. I'll see you soon. And we're on our way. I was struggling for a few minutes trying to take pictures on timer mode, like standing up my phone on a rock and the camera on my backpack. It was taking too long, but some very kind people came by and asked me to take a picture of them, which was perfect because they could return the favor. So like I said, now I'm walking down to the gallery, which should have some history about the peak and some restaurants. I'm on an adventure, but I don't have an adventure buddy. But that's okay, because I love nature. I've ran into a few cute dogs, which you don't see on a cruise ship, but you're not supposed to pet them because of COVID. I learned that the hard way. My bad. So these are the Victoria Peak Gardens. I can't help but run because it's so steep. I'm running down the mountain, but it's also so fun. So this is the playground where the taxi dropped me off. It was only like a 5-minute walk up the road to the Peak Gardens, and then the Peak Gardens are pretty much attached to the peak itself. But we were up there. I'm gonna just start walking down and see where the road takes me. All right, so I believe this is the tram station when it's operating, and this is the gallery. And it also says the Peak Circle Walk. So that sounds fun. We'll do that. I just saw one of those giant wasps. It was like that big, no joke. It said circle path, so I'm assuming it starts and ends in the same place. Not sure how long it is, but I'm down for an adventure. We've got time. And look, a waterfall. That's a great start. So according to the sign, I've gone 1,000 meters and I still have 1,800 meters to go. And there's the ship over there. Specky! What an incredible view of the skyline. It's so cool. Definitely recommend this path. Well, that looks like the tram station. I believe it's the same one. We're about to find out. That will confirm that this path is a circle. The Hokfu Lam tree walk does go in a circle. Back to where we started. So I'm now at the Peak Tower and the Peak Galleria. It has a lot of shops and restaurants. I'm gonna get some food. I can confirm for anyone wondering, the Peak Circle Trail does indeed go in a circle. It took me about 40 minutes. I think it was 2,800 meters to do the full circle, but I have long legs. So make sure you have enough time. So I think this little tram car is the visitor center. And we found free Wi-Fi. Score. Going to the Lions Pavilion lookout. Here we are. Now I'm gonna get some lunch. I know you. Looks like my kind of store. So this is the Galleria. It's where it's attached to the tram station. Kind of like a little shopping center. And I'm just looking for a good place to eat. This is where I'm gonna go for lunch. So here is the menu. I was looking for dim sum and they said to come here. They had chicken feet. No thank you. Yummy, they're steamy. I was eating my dim sum. I'm really excited about. I got barbecue and then I got custard. They came out, they brought them fresh, they were steaming, and then I must have not been using the chopsticks correctly, or I must have looked like I was struggling because she brought me a fork. So kind. But I like using chopsticks. I devoured the barbecue pork and now I'm on to the custard ones. They're so good. Meanwhile, YMCA is playing in Chinese. That lunch was delicious. Now I'm just going to the Sky Garden and then I'll get a taxi back to the terminal. I was all the way up there. I want to figure out how to go over there. I was talking to some people and they said it was on a separate island, but I think they were confused of what I was talking about because this looks like another hike. I'll have to look into it and research. I got a little souvenir. I like to give myself extra time to get back because we have an all aboard at 1600 hours. But I do not want to cut that close. So I'm gonna head back a little early just in case there's traffic or any emergency occurs. That way I can make sure I'm back with plenty of time. So I'm in the car driving back now. And I got a little souvenir from the gift shop. up to the top and utilize the Wi-Fi at the Sky Garden because I have a few extra minutes before I have to be back on board. So I ended up just ordering an Uber. Most Ubers are actually taxis anyways, and they cost about the same price. Taxis sometimes will charge a little bit extra fees for the tunnels that you take under the water. So it wasn't too expensive. If you have enough time though, public transportation is just as convenient and will save you a lot of money. I didn't have an extended amount of hours today, so I just ordered an Uber, but it worked out great and was super convenient as long as you have access to Wi-Fi. All right, we're on our way back through the crew channel. So let's go. We're back on board Spectrum of the Seas. And that is a wrap for the day. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope it gave you some insight into Hong Kong, what a port day was like. Fun little adventure, and I'll catch you guys in the next vlog. So I'm back on board. The sun is setting and you can see the peak off in the distance.
1, 2,